Hey everyone! It has recently come to my attention that not everyone knows the full functionality of Space Engineer's amazing Spectator Camera. In this video, we'll go over the basics and show how I get some great cinematic camera shots. First, to be able to use the Spectator Camera, it has to be enabled in the world settings. To enter Spectator, you then hit F8 on your keyboard. This brings you to a movable, fly-around camera. You'll notice it's not very smooth in its default settings. There is also a static Spectator Camera mode if you hit F9. This gives you back control of your character and freezes the camera. You can see me moving down there in the building. If at any time you want to go back to your character, you just hit F6. That covers the basics. Now let's dive into some of the settings. Hitting Alt F10 brings up the admin screen. If you click on the top drop-down menu where it says Admin Tools, you'll see a bunch of options. We want Spectator Tool. The first option is Camera Mode. It changes the way the camera acts when locked to a target. The next option is Camera Smoothness, which is pretty self-explanatory. The closer to 1.00, the smoother the camera moves. I always use 1.00 for all my recordings. Next, we have Save Positions. You can save up to 10 camera positions. Using the numpad commands Control 0 through 9, it will save the current position of your Spectator camera. If you look in my save positions, I now have 3 saved positions. I flew around while locked and hit Control 0, 1, and 2. Now if I hit 0, 1, or 2, I can jump between those saved positions. To lock a target, aim your crosshair at the grid, then hit asterisk on your numpad. At the top of the screen, you'll see it say Spectating and then the grid you're locked to. If at any time you forget these shortcuts, they are listed at the bottom of the Spectator Tool menu. Next, while locked to a target, if you hit /, it will switch you between the camera modes. At the top of the screen, you'll see it go from free mode to follow mode, then to orbit mode, and finally to no mode. Now to show the camera modes when locked to a moving grid. First, free mode. This allows you to freely move around while the vehicle is flying. The camera orientation is unaffected by its movements. Next, follow mode. The camera is affected a lot by the movements of the ship in this mode. I never use this. And lastly, orbit mode. This allows you to use the arrow keys or mouse to orbit around your target. You can easily adjust the speed of the camera with Shift and the mouse scroll wheel. As you can see right now, I'm traveling pretty slow, but if I do Shift, mouse, scroll wheel, we can start traveling extremely fast towards this planet and then slow it back down. One last shortcut I want to talk about, since it's not listed, is Shift and middle mouse button. This locks your camera to the speed of the object you're aiming at. So even though I'm not locked to it now, I am locked to its speed, so my camera will move with it. And lastly, this is how I get all those cinematic shots that you see in my videos. Follow mode, it's the only one I ever use. I don't really use orbit mode, free mode. They just aren't as smooth. Follow mode is how you get that really good smooth. Now, if it's a static object, you lock to it. If it's a moving object, I will always create a static object by either hiding a block in the voxels, in an asteroid, somewhere a black painted block out in space, but I will never lock to a moving object, as you saw previously that the camera still will be not smooth enough for my tastes. So I'm in follow mode right now. I have speed down to a pretty good speed, and we turn off the HUD and you'll see we get these nice cinematic fly-throughs, and then it comes down to you just getting the feel of it, moving how you want to do. I fly through some of these for these videos. I fly around the ship way more times than I would ever like to admit, until I get the exact shot that I want. I hope this video was helpful. I look forward to seeing more cinematic Space Engineers content. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Hey everyone, it's recently come to my attention that not everybody knows how to use Keen's blah to the full blah. That's not what I want to say. Hey everyone, it has recently come to my attention that I don't know how to talk. Blah. That was a vocal warm.